Hello, ho, ho, and welcome back to another episode of Father and Sundays, the unexplainable guide to absolutely nothing. We are on episode 85.
I can't believe it's 85.
And today is Christmas Day.
Yay!
And we're also going to be talking about pantomimes.
Kind of.
So stick around if you want any more. Whoa. Hi.
Hi.
Father. Not Father Christmas.
No, not Father Christmas.
Just Dad.
Father, and
Father,
happy
Father.
Christmas to you, son.
First name Father, surname Father.
Yep.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Today,
Yes.
on the day of release of the podcast,
Yep.
it is Christmas Day.
It is Christmas Day, a special day.
Yeah, and at the recording of it is a week before Christmas.
It is a week before Christmas, but you know, this is what all
1 week today, actually.
of the TV programs, they record their Christmas specials in the summer.
The World Cup's just recorded their Christmas special.
Yeah, World Cup. We just sat and watched Argentina win the World Cup. But
What a game.
Yeah, what a game! It's unbelievable, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But end to end, there was 22 players on the pitch. It was it's a funny old game. Yes, it was brilliant. No, it was one of the best finals I think there's been for a long, long while. So no, congratulations to Argentina, commiserations to France, and watch yourself because England will be back.
In Euros. 18 months' time to the Euros.
I bet the Argentinians don't even qualify for the Euros.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Bet they won't even qualify
Won't
for
even
it.
go.
Yes.
Yes, I was going to say...
My name's Connor, by the way.
Oh, hello, Connor. My name's David.
Nice to meet you, David.
Nice to meet you too. Depending on how Christmas morning goes, I can't believe I got a jet ski. Or I can't believe no one bought me a jet ski. What about you?
I can't believe it's not butter.
No. Believe it. It isn't.
No, I mean, I got some amazing presents for Christmas. Really, really nice.
Yep.
I especially like the top hat that I got.
Oh, the top hat. I thought you'd like that. Yeah.
But okay, next bit. The presents I got for Christmas were horrendous.
Right.
I'm devastated
That you didn't get a top hat?
that I didn't get the top hat, and or the cats destroyed the top hat.
Oh, yeah, that could be happening as well. I've just been to a carol concert.
How boring.
What?
Was it good?
What? It was interesting.
Because I was watching football and you went to a carol concert.
Well, we'd already said about going to this carol concert. I wouldn't have gone if England were in the final, but I went to this carol concert for a little while, and it was supposed to be held outside.
Did you not go to the end? Stay to the end?
We stayed until people started serving drinks and coffee and tea, and we had a little chat, and then we came back. But it was supposed to be held outside because they thought it was going to be a nice, cold, crisp night, and we'd sing carols around a tree that was outside. But it's chucking it down. So we were all inside the church.
Computer's actually... Well, it said rain. It's saying rain now, but a few moments ago it did say heavy rain.
It was heavy rain. Anyway, but we went in there, and as per usual... We got moved right up to the front because there was less people than normal there. But
As per usual,
we got moved up to the front. And they were choosing carols to sing. And
who's Carol?
Yeah, exactly. I only went there because I thought Carol Vorderman was going to be there. And we sang them. Now, I do this every single time, right? I start singing something and I go in too high. And it was getting to the point where the last two lines of this particular one, I'm trying to think what one it was, and you had to go higher and I had to go lower. And I actually saw people around me kind of look round at me to wonder what the hell was going on because I was going like high, low, low, to it. And that was bad enough. Then they started singing carols, which I know a different version to, you know, like while shepherds wash their socks by night, you know, all this sort of thing. Good King Wenceslas last looked out on the feast of Stephen and all this sort of thing. I know different version. And then
thanks for explaining.
Two women who was to the left of me, but next to me, to the left of me, started doing all this elaborate singing during it and completely threw me off my own singing throughout the actual carol concert. And they were giving it all a high pitch, low pitch, all over the place bit. I think there's a name for it, but I can't think of what that is at the moment, and I should know. But yeah, other than that, what a lovely day it was, or what a lovely hour or so it was in there.
Yeah.
Quite nice. I like carols, and I like the idea, and it sounds good in the church now. But there you go. Wasn't as boring as you might think.
Fair enough. Have you done any Christmas shopping?
Have I done all my Christmas shopping?
Sorry.
I've done most of it.
I guess.
Yeah, I've done all of it. What are you talking about?
It's Christmas Day, yeah. So, yeah, you did all your Christmas shopping. Well done.
I know. Yeah. Or, tomorrow I've got to go out and get a top hat. No, yes, this is a week ago from Christmas. So, yes, I've done most of my Christmas shopping. Yeah, well, I'm just trying
Sorry, I'm getting confused with time travel. Time travel is very confusing, isn't it?
So, I have got most of the bits that I needed to get. So, hopefully, when this goes out, everybody will be happy with what they got.
Yeah. Let's not say any yet, just in case the person hasn't opened the present yet.
No, exactly. Yeah, we don't want to be talking about it. I'm not going to tell you anyway.
Because we could mention that, like, we got Mum a porcupine. Actually, we can mention that because Mum won't listen to the podcast anyway.
She doesn't listen to it,
so she got a
be a surprise in many ways for her.
Yeah, especially when she unwraps it.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's already sticking out.
Yeah, we put all pineapple on it and bits for the buffet.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway.
So, with it being Christmas, I mean, we can talk about Christmas traditions and stuff like that, but one big Christmas tradition there always is a pantomime. Well, when I say always is...
Oh, no, it isn't a pantomime, is it?
Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah.
Pantomimes across the UK, and I'm sure other parts of the world, but I definitely know the UK.
It is a traditional...
Towns and...
British thing.
Yeah, towns and theatres put on a Christmas pantomime. Now, that can be anything, like... They sometimes do they do pretty much anything. Aladdin, Cinderella. Normally do fairy tales.
Yeah.
Don't they?
They do all sorts of things. They do classic stories, Christmas stories. They do, like you say, fairy tales and things like that. They usually have celebrities in it.
I was about to say, they normally got celebrities.
But they do have some really highbrow actors in these things as well.
Dressed as like the Ugly Stepsisters or something like that.
Things like that. I know Ian McKellen's at the moment in a particular pantomime. And I know that... Patrick Stewart's done them as well, and I think even back to some of the older actors, Laurence Olivier, I think they did things like that. I think it's quite well thought of in the acting business because I think it's well thought of. I don't think it's
big actors like Joe Pasquale as well.
Don't talk to me about Joe Pasquale. But all that said, I've never seen a pantomime.
Have you not?
No.
Did you not go to primary school?
Yes, I went to primary school.
Well, normally most Christmases they all take a trip down to the local theatre and do a panto.
No, not in our primary school. So I've never been to one, and I always have steered clear of them because of the audience participation. I was always worried. I still am when I go to see things. If I go and see a comedian, that they're going to pick you out. You get scared
that I'm going to pick on you during the podcast.
Well, you do tend to, so I've got quite used to that. But you've been to a few, haven't you?
I've been to see Cinderella.
Yep.
Panto. That had Joe Pasquale in it. That's why I mentioned him.
Oh, never mind.
I saw some other ones, but like Pinocchio.
All right.
I think there was a Wind in the Willows one actually at one point, but I don't know if that was a panto. I think that was just a show.
Yeah, but they tend to just sort of they are a stage show as such. They call them panto because I think the time of year they're on, and there's sometimes little bits in them that
because everyone gets out of breath.
That's why they called it that, don't they?
Yeah, panto.
Right, it's for asthmatics.
Yep.
Yeah, especially. Okay, as long as we get all these things sorted out straight before we do this. But you alluded to the fact we were talking about pantomimes, but that's kind of not what we're going to do for the majority of this podcast, is it?
Well, we've spoken about pantomimes now.
Well, we have, but we're not going to talk much longer about anything, are we? We're actually going
to... We might be speaking for a little bit longer.
A little bit longer. But one of the things we said about doing when we came to... Because last year we did a Christmas one. We talked about Christmas around the world. We had a Christmas quiz. And this time we said, let's change it up a little bit. Let's do something. Let's do and you suggested doing a pantomime. And then it was about, what are we going to do for this pantomime? So
just in case you're not reading between lines, we're performing a pantomime.
Yeah, we are performing a pantomime. We've
to all the audience in the room.
Yep, all the audience in the room. We're playing all the characters. I mean, if anybody's listened to a previous podcast, like our Robin Hood,
we might not be playing all the characters. Depends if you could distinguish our voice between other stuff.
Well, we're still going to be playing them all. Whether it actually sounds like they're different people or not is another thing. But Hello? But why are you pulling that face at me? Is there something I should know that you've not told me?
Don't worry.
No? Oh, no. Right. But I just think we like to challenge ourselves on these particular podcasts. We like to think of something new to do. And this is very new. This is going to stretch us to our limits, both emotionally and physically.
Why? What are you physically going to be doing?
When I become a character, when I inhabit a character, it takes over me. And some of the characters I'm going to perform for you in the next 45 minutes is going to really take everything.
45 minutes?
Well, I don't know how long do I. It just depends, because as per usual, we don't necessarily script a lot of this stuff, but for however long it goes on for, I'm going to be absolutely 110% into it.
Okay.
That seemed to come as a surprise to you. Did you not think I committed to these things?
Well, 45 minutes has just blown me away.
I don't know if it's going to be 45 minutes, do I? It's going to be whatever time it is. We can't rush these things, but it's going to be a sort of theatrical and musical extravaganza.
Yeah, I'm starting to think there's a little bit of a lack of communication about some things about this podcast now.
Do you? Well, perhaps you'll be able to tell me.
Because I think we got different ideas about what's happening next.
Okay then.
Right, so the time has come.
It certainly has.
What for?
For our panto stroke play stroke show.
Pantomime.
Yes.
For
and
Christmas.
We went classic. We went classic for this
Well,
one.
we wanted to, obviously, pantomimes are normally fairy tales, but we wanted to be a bit more like Christmassy with it as well.
Yeah, because you mentioned things about like Aladdin and stuff like that, and Wind in the Willows. Did you mention?
Well, I mentioned that, but I couldn't remember if it was panto or not.
So they aren't Christmassy at all. But this story is a classic Christmas story by a classic writer, and obviously we're going to do it justice in our own special way. So
not as good as the Muppets.
Shut up, you're just giving it away. So we are performing for you today
Muppets Haunted Mansion.
A Christmas Carol, written by Charles Dickens, performed by Father and Sundays. Everyone in the world knows someone like the protagonist in our story today. Someone who turns up to nights out, accidentally forgetting their wallet, who borrows money and never pays you back, who turns up to parties with cheap supermarket lager, but then goes and drinks the better stuff, who is an all-round and may even smell a bit because they're too tight to buy soap or deodorant. So our humble offering for you today, boys and girls, mums and dads, dads and dads, mums and mums, aunties, uncles, grandparents, and all of those who don't conform to any gender type, is the story of the Prince of Toe Rags, one Ebenezer Scrooge. We find him still in his office late on Christmas Eve going through papers, while his employee, Bob Scratchins, warily waits to go home to his family.
There's just lots of paperwork to be dealing with.
Mr. Scrooge.
What?
I wondered, it's quite late
Hurry
now.
up, please.
I wondered, it's quite late now. Would it be okay if I went home to my family as it's Christmas Eve?
Home?
Yes, home.
Family?
Yes, my family. Mrs. Bob, and the children.
So what you're telling me is, hang on, I'm going to put this in different principle. What you're doing essentially to me is saying, I want this turkey. You're going to Tesco saying, I want this turkey, and you're just walking out with it.
But no, sir.
You're trying to steal my time.
Hard.
This is my time.
Yes, but it's Christmas Eve, sir. It's late on Christmas Eve.
Bar humbug. Catchphrase.
Bar humbug. But sir, they'll be waiting for the children. Will be. What about Tiny Tim?
Tiny Shin?
Tiny Shin. He's got tiny shins, but his name's Tiny Tim. It was a bit unfortunate calling him that. We should just call him Tim. But for some reason, because he's small, we sort of let everybody know he's small as well.
And this is why you're such a horrible human being.
Sir, please.
And this is why, look, this is utterly ridiculous. That Jacob Marley would back me up if he was here now.
Oh, Jacob Marley, sir. Has it been a year already?
Yes, he died. Why'd you bring him up? Now I'm upset. You've upset me now. You've upset me now, Bob.
I'm sorry, sir.
Bob?
Sorry, sir. But please,
I'm docking your wages.
Okay, sir.
Get on with it. Because these knickers, we're doing the admin for the knicker factory. Yeah.
The knicker factory?
Yeah, that's where you work, just as a reminder.
Okay.
Because I don't actually remember where I worked.
Okay. Well, if I do these last 2 pairs of knickers...
No, you're not doing... You're doing the admin for...
Oh, sorry. If I'm doing the admin for these last 2 pairs of knickers, can I go home?
You'll go home when I tell you it's time to go home. We're on the clock now.
Okay.
Mr. Bob.
Mr. Bob. Okay, and we... Like tomorrow, obviously I won't be in tomorrow because it's Christmas Day.
What do you mean you won't be in tomorrow?
But it's Christmas Day, sir. Nobody works on Christmas Day.
Father Christmas does.
Apart from Father Christmas, and I think you'll find he works on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, but
mainly
in different parts of the world, that moves over to Christmas Day.
Yeah, I know that, sir, but I just want to spend Christmas with my family. I work so hard for you. I've been here since 2:30 this morning, making notes on these knickers.
Why are you writing on the knickers? We're meant to be selling them.
No, I'm not writing. I'm writing notes about the knickers, not on the knickers, sir.
Right. If you finish today,
okay,
then you may have tomorrow off.
Oh, thank you, sir. I do appreciate it.
Well, yeah, you better be thanking me.
I do appreciate it, sir.
I'm not paying you for today just because you asked for tomorrow off.
God bless you. God bless you, sir. And I wish you a Merry Christmas. With Bob Scratchins hurrying back to be with his family, Scrooge finishes off some paperwork, puts on his weather-beaten cloak, and looks for his hat.
Where's my hat?
It's behind you. He locks up and glances up at the sign above the door which reads Marley and Scrooge, before trudging through the snow on his way back to the shabby damp rooms he calls home, blissfully unaware of what tonight has in store for him.
Oh, my feet are getting wet. All this snow. It's very slippery. Internal monologue. Oh, right. It's finally home after flipping Bob asking to go home early. The absolute joke. I'm just gonna have some bit of dinner. Oh, lovely bit of cheese. Love cheese. I know a song about it.
Ooh.
Oh, there's a draft coming onto the door.
Ooh.
I'll put a duvet down, a blanket next to the
Ebenezer Scrooge.
Hello?
Ebenezer Scrooge, you know who I am? Do you know who I am?
Yeah.
Do you not recognize me?
You're looking a bit pale.
I am a bit pale. Do you not recognize your old business partner?
What?
Jacob Marley.
Jacob Marley. Am I dead?
You're not dead, Ebenezer, but I am dead.
Oh.
And I'm just cursed to drag around these chains for the rest of eternity.
The big problem with this is I don't believe in ghosts.
Well, you should believe in ghosts, because ghosts are very real.
What's happened to your accent, Marley?
It drops in and out.
I can't really control it. But Ebenezer, you're still leading the same life you've always led, just thinking of yourself.
Well, yeah.
And that's how I used to be.
And I'm a single male. Might as well.
Well, that is true, but you're destined to die alone if you carry on this way.
What? Well, I'm alone already.
Yes, but you're going to die as well. That's far worse.
But I mean, I was always going to die.
Yes, but you'll die sooner than you expect.
Why would I die any sooner?
Because you're miserable. Because
I'm less
you're a
likely to
miser.
die, in fact, because I'm not going to get stabbed by my partner.
Well, you say that. You say that, but you upset so
What are you
many
holding?
people. You upset so... It's my chains. I'm holding my chains.
Right.
You upset so many people. You go around, I know because I used to be like this myself. And you upset everybody. You're nasty to everybody.
I think I'm quite pleasant.
You
Bob's
have
got
no
the day off
friends.
tomorrow.
Yes, but you're not even going to pay him for the day he's not there.
Well, yeah, because he's not there to
Yes,
work.
but it's Christmas Day, Ebenezer. It's Christmas Day.
Ah, bar humbug catchphrase.
But you don't have to be this way. You could learn. You could learn. You could change.
What can I learn? Oh, shall I learn how to play? Should we form a band? I could learn the ukulele.
No, not the ukulele. I hate the ukulele. I tell you what's going to happen, Ebenezer, whether you like it or not. You're going to be visited by 3 spirits tonight.
Vodka, gin, and who's the third one?
Oh, you may laugh at me, Ebenezer. You may laugh at old Jacob Marley. But you're going to be visited
Marley sounded
by
like Bob Marley.
3 ghosts. Let's not call them spirits because you'll make the same joke again. Let's call them ghosts. You're going to be visited by 3 ghosts. Once at 1 o'clock, once at 2 o'clock, and once at 3 o'clock.
Oh, they're very prompt on times, aren't they?
They are. And you better take notice.
That's that draft again. Oh, well. It was nice of him to pop in and visit. But I'm going to go to bed now. Good night, empty house.
Scrooge climbs into his bed, drawing the curtains around him. He often liked to sketch upholstery as it helped him relax.
Nice.
He resolved that he would get up early the next day and head into work, where he would prepare a P45 for Bob for taking the day off. And if he had time, he would pop round to Bob's house and do a sneaky poo in the water butt. He grinned with the thought of Bob's crestfallen face and drifts off into a restless sleep. Alas, he's soon awakened by the chiming of the clock, signalling 1 o'clock, and he watches while a strange mist permeates his chamber, like 15 people vaping outside their workplace. But instead of the sweet smell of blueberries, it's a curiously unsettling smell of burnt underpants.
Oh, that's exactly the smell of when the factory burnt down that time when I was making all those knickers. I'm just going to clear off. Waft is key here. Just going to waft with my hand and see if anything happens.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Who are you?
I'm the ghost of Christmas past.
Oh, no, you're not.
Oh, yes, I am.
Oh, no, you're not.
Oh, yes, I am.
Oh, no, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I am the ghost of Christmas past. I seem to have gone back into the voice of the previous character, but I'll start again. I am the ghost of Christmas past.
What voice is this now?
This is the ghost of Christmas past.
Can you do a little bit more just so I can...
Okay. I am here to show you how things happened in the past. That's why I'm the ghost of Christmas past.
I'm struggling to understand here. You're going to show me stuff that I've already seen.
I'm going to show you stuff that you'd clearly forgotten.
It's just like watching Dave. It's all repeats.
It may be like Dave, more like deja vu, but it is going to show you things that I think you've forgotten, things that you used to be.
I have a very good memory. I'll have you know.
Take my hand.
No, it doesn't look like you've cleaned it for a while.
Take my hand.
No.
Please take my hand.
Since you said please.
Okay.
Now I'm the ghost of Christmas past, so take my hand, we'll have a blast. We'll take a look at things gone by, and hopefully I'll make you cry. You are so mean and oh so tough, and you're tighter than a wee gnat's chuff. But you wasn't born to be this way. It's not too late, you could be okay. So pop on some pants, a hat, a scarf, 'cause who wants to see your flabby arse as we fly above the roof so high, until it's time to say goodbye.
Scrooge takes the spirit's hand, and they fly through the window and soar over the roofs and chimneys of London. Scrooge's nightgown billowing in the wind. People about their business gaze open-mouthed at this bizarre spectacle, and wince as a strong gust blows Scrooge's gown over his head.
Should have worn underwear.
They say that this moment is where the popular song "Winkle Winkle Is That a Star" comes from, although you might know it as "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star" now, as it was changed over the years to make it more palatable for a younger audience.
Scrooge, see those children there?
Can we continue flying? I'm loving the wind in my pubic hair.
Well, on the way back, if the wind's in the right direction, see those children? Can you see those children by the school? They're coming out for playtime.
All right, yeah, I see him.
Do you see them? Can you see your friends?
No.
Do you recognise anybody?
Nope.
Are you sure? Have another look.
Oh, right. I see. Yes, there's Brian over there.
There's Brian, your friend Brian.
There's Brian. There's Paul.
There's Paul. There's another one of your friends. Do you see? There's your best friend.
Oh, my best friend, Jacob.
Dick.
Dick.
Dick. You liked Dick, didn't you?
Yep.
You did. He was your favourite. You used to play with Dick all the time.
Yeah.
You did.
What
And
did we
there's
used to
you.
play?
Look at the joy. Look at the joy in your faces. You were never happier than when you were playing with Dick.
Yeah.
Where were the worries? Where were the strains of life? Where was the cruelty that you now bestrove on other people?
It all comes with age and bills, doesn't it? You get bills as you grow up.
But look, you were so innocent. You were so fresh-faced.
I wasn't that innocent, I promise you, because if you saw what we were laughing at right now.
Right. And let me take you somewhere else. Ooh. Look at those two.
Why are you striking me in that way?
Look at those two sitting on that seat.
Oh, yes.
A beautiful girl and a handsome young man.
That handsome young man's me.
It is you. And who's the girl?
Barbara?
Yes.
Oh.
Barbara. Yes. And she was your sweetheart, wasn't she? Barbara?
Yes.
So why didn't it work out?
Because she had a foot fetish, and I wasn't willing to go with
That isn't
it.
true, is it, Scrooge? That isn't true. That's not why you and Barbara split up.
Wasn't it?
It wasn't. She loved you, Scrooge. She loved you dearly. But But you were too interested in money. You cared not for her love. You cared more about money. You cared more about business.
Well, bills. I've already said it. Bills is where you have to make sure you're keeping up with things. Otherwise, you get in trouble.
But you drove her away.
Yeah, but she used to spend all my money as well.
Did she?
Yeah.
Well, Barbara was worth it, wasn't she? But now you've got no one. Now you're on your own. How does that feel?
Is this meant to be a turning point in the story?
Yes.
Okay.
A little bit.
A bit sad.
A bit sad.
Yep.
Okay, perhaps we should go back to the chambers again. Grab my hand.
Don't want to.
You have to, otherwise you're walking.
Okay.
Right, we're back in the chambers now.
Wow, that was quick.
Well, it doesn't take long. How have you felt? I'm about to disappear, but how are you feeling?
I'm feeling a little bit chilly because you didn't give me time to put on underwear before we went out for a fly.
I did warn you. I sang a whole song about it.
Did you?
Yes.
Okay. Well, by then, I didn't answer your question. Can I finish answering your question quickly first before you go? It was good. Bye.
Scrooge lays back on his bed, his head spinning with all the question he now has. Was this real or a bad dream? Was he really that different as a child? Did he let the love of his life slip through his fingers? Could he make contact with Dick again? And why were all these people pointing and laughing as he flew over them earlier? Eventually exhausted, he drifts off to sleep, but is again woken as the clock chimes 2.
Why do we have audible clocks? Like, why? It wakes me up every hour.
Hello.
Oh, hi. What's going on?
Hello.
Hi.
I am the ghost of Christmas presents.
Christmas presents? You brought Christmas presents?
No, I'm the ghost of Christmas presents.
Christmas presents? You said presents that time. You said plural.
I am the ghost of now.
Oh, okay. What, now that's why I
Now
call
here,
music?
now,
Oh, right.
now. I am the ghost of now. This time, now.
That's what I call music.
You're such a huge, cantankerous old bugger. Disappointment to your mother. Hoarding money like no other. Such a shame. You've only yourself to blame. Scrooge, you're such a dreadful man who would steal from a baby and sell your own gran. Your face could crack a mirror and your clothes smell of bins. You would kick the crutch from under that poor old Tiny Tim. You're the worst kind of boss who really couldn't give a toss. And you wonder why folks get so cross. Such a shame. You've only got yourself to blame. Scrooge, you're such a dreadful man who would steal from a baby and sell your own gran. Your face could crack a mirror and your clothes smell of bins. You would kick the crutch from under that poor old Tiny Tim.
Okay, Scrooge, you've been visited by the ghost of Christmas past.
I never
Now
caught
let's
their
see.
actual name.
I'm sure they told you.
Did they?
Yes. And now I'm going to show you what's happening right now out there. What I want you to do is look at my fingers.
Ooh.
I'm going to click them. Be ready.
I don't think you can click your fingers. Do you want me to click my fingers?
1, 2. Thank you.
It's all right.
Do you recognise where you are now, Scrooge?
Yeah, sorry. It's just there's quite a lot of snow going on. I'm just trying to get. Oh, hang on. Are we on the street?
We are. We're outside a certain person's house. Do you recognise it?
Ah, this is Bob's house, isn't it?
Yes, I think you've only visited this one. And that's visited it. Once. This house, Scrooge. Let's go inside.
Should we knock first?
They won't see us, Scrooge. They won't see us.
Oh, right, okay.
Look there, look. They're enjoying putting their Christmas dinner together. There's Bob. You recognise Bob.
I recognise Bob. Bob works for me.
Bob's wife, also called Bob.
Oh, yeah, I've met Bob.
Have you
before.
seen their children?
Are they called Bob?
No, there's Belinda, Peter. Over there in the corner, there's the twins, Porky and Itchy. And then there's the 2 younger children over there in the other corner. There's microscopic Molly, and then you can see Tiny Tim with his tiny crutch
And
in
tiny
the corner.
shins. And his tiny shins.
He has tiny shins as well.
I have a question for you, Mr.
Yes, Scrooge.
Mr. President. He's named his child Porky,
Yes.
and his surname's Scratchings.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. It looks like Bob's mentioning your name though, Scrooge.
Is he?
He is.
Wait, hang on. Which Bob?
Mr. Bob.
Oh, Mr. Bob.
I'd just like to say it's great to have all the family here, and I'd like us all to raise a glass to the one Ebenezer Scrooge.
Oh, I do that now for Ebenezer Scrooge. No.
You don't. But he let us have this evening, and he pays my wages, and we've got tomorrow together.
Oh, but he's a horrible man, and he doesn't let you come home early for Christmas.
No, you've got me all emotional now, Mrs. Bob. Since when did you come from Scotland?
No, you'd say it's born Northern Irish now.
Oh no, it's all sort of mixing into one. Look, I'm going to say it now, and perhaps Tiny Tim could say after me, but I'd just like to wish Ebenezer Scrooge a Merry Christmas.
Oh, he's a bit of an idiot, though. No.
God bless us and keep us, everyone.
Oh, that was wonderful speaking, old Darlington.
Sorry, who?
Well, it's wonderful speaking, old Darlington. I thought it was excellent. That's the best bit of the whole play so far.
Was it?
Yes.
Okay.
We've got the same voice now.
I know.
Look, Scrooge, I'm going to click my fingers.
Who's speaking now?
I am the ghost of Christmas now.
Oh, I'm Mrs. Bob. Nice to meet you.
No, you can't hear me. I'm talking to Scrooge now.
Oh, sorry, I put my headphones back on now. We go back to Scrooge. Oh, sorry, I just had to step out for a moment. What was that?
You've seen enough?
Yes, I've seen enough. I've seen enough.
I'm going to click my fingers. 1, 2, 3.
Would you like me to do it again for you?
1, 2, 3.
Scrooge is starting to realise the errors of his ways and wishing he could do something to change the sheer unbridled hatred people appear to have for him. There is no way he could sleep and sits tired but awake on his bed, waiting for the clock to strike 3. so this nightmare could end. You know the feeling, like if you have two cats who wait until the middle of the night to play fight and then bite you while you're trying to get some much needed rest.
Usual banter. That's what the script says.
Ooh.
Oh, it's another drafty door.
Ooh, I am the ghost of Christmas future.
Oh. It's nice to meet you, Mr. Future. How are you?
I am fine, but more's the question, how are you?
I'm a little bit tired because people keep waking me up every hour. You know what? I've been on a bit of a journey and it's been a bit crazy because firstly I went to the past and it was a bit mental and I realised actually I am missing out on quite a lot. I went to Christmas Present and Tiny Tim said the best line of the entire play. You missed that. That was great. And it was performed excellently. And now, yeah. But I'm missing out on stuff, I feel, because he's at home with all his family. And though they don't have much, they're having a laugh.
You seem to have got a message come through.
I think you had a message come through as well, Mr.
Right.
Future.
Okay. Well, in that case, you better pull my finger.
Okay. Nice.
No.
Oh.
Pull my finger.
Oh, right.
No, I'm only joking. Pull my finger.
Oh, no, I won't.
Oh, yes, you will. Pull my finger.
So.
I'm the ghost of Christmas future. I know where this all ends. If you don't change your ways, don't make amends. Try not being such a bellend. Stop acting like a tool. Being kind is pretty good. Being thoughtful also cool. I'm the ghost of Christmas future, scary and grotesque. You're the type who cares for no one, a dick behind a desk. Don't you think you could do better? I'm pretty sure you can. You waste your time counting pennies instead of helping your fellow man. Ebenezer, what an awful geezer, his company I can't abide. Coming close, I'll whisper a teaser. Nobody cared when he died. I'm the ghost of Christmas future, scary and grotesque. You're the type who cares for no one, a dick behind a desk. Ebenezer, what an awful geezer, his company I can't abide. Coming close, I'll whisper a teaser. Nobody cared when he died. Ebenezer, what an awful geezer, his company I can't abide. Coming close, I'll whisper a teaser. Nobody cared when he died.
Have I got a line? Hang on, I'll just check the script. Oh, right, I've realised where I am now. This is a graveyard, isn't it? But where are we? I'm very confused about what's happening right now.
Can you hear those people talking?
Yes.
Can you hear what they're saying?
I'll have to listen a bit closer.
What? Oh, what are you doing here?
Who's the other character? Yeah, I'm just having a walk around the graveyard.
Oh, well, I don't know why you're in a graveyard, because we're clearing out this house.
Oh, yeah.
If you look at the script, you've gone far too far in the future. I know this is the Ghost of Christmas Future doing this bit, but you're too far into the future.
I got a bit confused because I just got pointed at and told to start speaking.
Right. Well, I'm clearing out this old geezer's house because he's died, hasn't he?
Oh,
so there's loads of stuff in here. A lot of it's a load of old...
Who's the old geezer then?
Oh, you know, the old geezer that lived here. You know, but he's dead. He's up there now.
Is that old Ebenezer Scrooge?
I don't know what his name is. You know, we're absolutely, at this point in the story, we don't know what his name is.
I don't know what his name is.
Oh, good. I'm glad you don't know what his name is then. Oh, so like...
Oh, no, I didn't.
Oh, yes, you just said it. Yes, you did.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Oh, it's behind you. Anyway, right, I've got this stuff out of his house. Loads of it's rubbish. He seems to have money all hidden away, but all the rest of his stuff is all dirty and horrible and torn and that. I don't know if I'm going to get any money for any of this.
Well, I'll give you £5 for it.
£5 for it? You can have it for less than that. I don't even want it. What an absolute nightmare of a man he must have been.
I'm sure he was.
Whoever he was.
Yeah, a bit of a rude word.
Anyway, Scrooge, pay attention to me now.
Oh, it's me again. Yep.
Let's go into the house. Let's go upstairs.
Okay. Oh, the steps are a bit creaky.
They are a bit creaky. And who's that laying in the bed?
Some dead bloke. Is it me?
No, it's not you.
I'm so confused.
Unbelievable. You've had including Jacob Marley, you've had 2 other ghosts as well that have took you through the past and the present. This is the future.
Is it the ghost of Christmas present?
No, it's not. It's just a dead person in a bed. You don't know who it is.
Oh, I don't know. Isn't this my house?
You don't recognise it.
I don't recognise it.
No.
Who is that?
I don't know, but, you know, don't you dare try and uncover the face.
I'm going to uncover the face.
I'm going to grab your hand before you do it and whoosh! We're completely in a different place.
Oh, this looks a bit like a... looks a bit like...
Oh my God. I've got other people to see. I can't be hanging about for you, Scrooge.
Is it a graveyard?
Yes, it's a graveyard. Have you seen anything that looks familiar?
Is that Bob over there? No, hang on.
No, it's not Bob over there.
Oh my God, it's a gravestone.
Yeah. But whose do you think it is?
It's got crutches on the gravestone carved into it, which seems a bit inconsiderate.
It hasn't.
Because he's got tiny shins.
It hasn't got crutches on it. Look closer.
Oh. It looks like it says Teeny Im. But I might think it might because it's rubbed off a little bit.
I think you need to rub your eyes and look again at both the gravestone and the script that you're looking at.
It says Tiny Tim.
It doesn't say Tiny Tim. It doesn't say
my name.
It does say your name.
Oh my goodness. I'm dead. But let's be honest, that was always going to happen at some point. So I don't get the whole point.
Is there anything you need to ask me?
Are all of these things definitely going to happen? Or can I order them? I got told this script was a guide.
Yes, and some people take notice of guides. Some people just ignore them and go on their own journey.
I'm basing all my knowledge on Miss Mickey's Christmas Carol.
But the ghost refuses to answer, and instead everything goes black.
Almost as black as when you shut your eyes. I'm awake. But what day is it? I'm going to have a look out to window and see what day it is. What day is it, sir? You there with the big nose. What day is it?
You talking to me?
Yes.
Who are you calling Big Nose, you f***?
Oh, sorry. I thought that was your name.
No. What do you want?
What day is it?
It's Christmas Day. You some kind of f***ing idiot.
Where's the nearest supermarket?
How do I know? You f***.
Right. Hey, would you be able to go to the supermarket for me?
Who, me?
Oh, yes, the child there. Can you go to the supermarket for me?
What do you
buy
want?
A goose?
What?
Do you know Bob Scratchings?
Yes.
Can you buy a goose and then deliver it to Bob's house, please?
Have you got money?
Yeah, sure. Sure. Here you go.
Okay, will do.
God bless us, everyone. Hang on. No, Mr. Big. Are you okay? I missed a line. I'm so excited. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Merry Christmas. Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
You look lovely today. Happy Christmas.
Thank you. So do you.
Nice scarf. Was that from Father Christmas? Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
Happy New Year.
God bless us, everyone.
And so we come to the end of our story. To be rich in friends is to be poor in nothing. Be kind, be happy, and be thankful. This is all over. Merry Christmas, one and all.
Right. That's that then.
Wow.
That
Just wow.
look, there was a lot of words written on a piece of paper, and you write really nicely, but I feel like I would have done better with bullet points.
Bullet points. I don't think we should have introduced bullets into this story. It could have been over very quickly.
Because because there's a line here. Scrooge makes himself a groom of cheese and bread well past their best and gets ready for bed. But before he goes to sleep, he is moaning. I didn't have time to read all that,
No.
so I got confused. But it's very lovely writing you've done there.
Thanks very much. Yeah, I put quite a lot of effort into that.
It was quite nice for you to be able to come back and do your role again of Tiny Tim.
Well,
Because classically, you did that.
I
didn't you?
did when I was in primary school.
Very long time ago.
My
Almost a century ago.
My Tiny Tim was the talk of the town. I arguably was the best Tiny Tim there's ever been. I had one line.
What was it?
It was, well, it's weird because in the actual story, it's God bless us everyone. But my line in it, they gave me, because I was quite good, they gave me the line, God bless us and keep us everyone. So they obviously thought I was a little bit more advanced than the character in the book.
Do you know what school plays I did?
Yes, because we've done most of them as part of the podcast on different occasions.
I played Robin Hood in one of them.
Yes.
That was Robin Hood. But I can only apologise for that and the fact that you had to listen to that. If you have made it this far,
that, to
well
be
done.
honest, they might not even be listening to this bit.
I'm going to go out on a whim and say that most people have stopped listening.
Switched off by now.
Yeah, that was
remarkable.
a bit mental.
Do you know when you get something in your head and you imagine it, and you kind of sit there and you think, right, okay, this is how this is going to work. I think the last half an hour or so is the furthest from that point.
I think we need to stop expecting quality and just expect. Just nonsense.
It just is the ramblings of a couple of mad people.
Now, I feel like our performance was good though. So had it been more scripted and more learning about it, and it was real, then maybe it could have been better.
Hang on, if it was more scripted,
but in the sense of I actually learnt the lines.
But I deliberately didn't do that because I felt that you don't like things being already done for you. You like to go very much ad hoc and ad lib.
Yes, I do.
And how did that work out for you?
It was interesting, wasn't it?
It was interesting. It was. It's certainly an adaptation of A Christmas Carol that stands apart from every other one that I've heard or seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
and
better, the Muppets Christmas Carol, this one?
Muppets Christmas Carol.
I should have watched that yesterday, shouldn't I?
You should have watched it yesterday, but, you didn't have time because you were watching something else.
I was watching Wednesday.
Yeah. It's just
on
confusing.
a
On a Saturday. You shouldn't be doing that, should you? But, yes, there you go. But, who knows what else we'll crucify over these next weeks? What popular sort of story or tale or anything like that can we absolutely murder?
I feel like I've just upset a bunch of people. At this point, no one's heard it yet, but I feel like they're going to be upset. Yeah.
You feel already. You're anticipating the audience's reaction to it.
Maybe I've just come down from the Fanta I've been drinking, but yeah, that was mental.
Yeah,
and
I'm going to have to run up and down the stairs.
I tell you what, though.
When you pointed out my one's got 170 calories per can.
Yeah.
That's illegal.
So, do you know what this might do, though? If we look at it on the bright side, people who have put aside some time to listen to us on Christmas Day, if you listen to us after Christmas Day, where the hell were you on Christmas Day, yeah? No, I'm joking. Of course, I hope you had a lovely Christmas. Maybe they're listening to this while cooking Christmas dinner. I don't know.
Sorry, I ruined your dinner and Christmas Day.
Maybe they're listening to this whilst eating Christmas dinner or sitting around the campfire. Yeah, sure.
Campfire, yeah. Because people do that, don't they?
Yeah, on Christmas Day. In the
People
southern
haven't got
hemisphere,
houses and they're stuck outdoors, do.
In the southern
Grills
hemisphere.
probably does.
Where it's summer.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for listening to us on Christmas Day, and I hope we didn't ruin it. That was my point.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, God, that took a little while. That was almost as painful as the graveyard. Are we in the graveyard or not? Scene.
Well, it took you ages to just say no.
Because I'm stuck.
I was surprised that he was even speaking the Ghost of Christmas Future.
Well, this is a podcast, so I thought if I didn't say anything, all we'd have is you looking at me going, what am I supposed to do now? Because you've not read the piece of paper in front of you.
It's 3 pieces of paper, actually.
There's
a lot of words on it.
There's a lot of words on it.
It does say sensitive top secret information. Please eat after use.
Yeah, I might force you to eat it after this. But anyway, it is a...
You alright? You buffering?
Yeah, I am buffering. It is a...
Do you feel really like you're out of energy now?
I feel like I'm out of everything. I feel like I've absolutely been drained of all energy. But I'm sure I'll pick up on Boxing Day.
What's exciting for us is we've done this now, so we can just relax for Christmas. I mean, all you guys listen to it will have to put up with this, but we can just relax for Christmas now, and it's going to be a fantastic Christmas. The plan of action at the moment, at this very point in time, is there's going to be a lot of us here for Christmas, and then there's going to be even more of us for Boxing Day, and then we're going to see other members of the family on New Year's Eve.
It's certainly going to be different to last Christmas.
It's going to be David's first Christmas.
It certainly is.
My
That's
nephew's
exciting.
first Christmas. Have you ever considered that your Christmas present is in this room whilst we're recording this?
I haven't. I hadn't even thought about it. I believe that last Christmas, when we recorded a podcast, you asked me exactly the same question, because that's like deja vu. Yes, it could be in there. Have you ever thought that your present, your top hat, is under a towel in our room?
No, because it'd have to be on top of it.
Would it?
Yep. Otherwise, it's a bottom hat.
Okay.
Is it called a top hat because it goes on top of you?
I don't know why it's called a top hat.
Can you research into that for me, please?
No,
and
I'm
update
not
me
doing it
next
anymore.
week.
It's the last time I've researched anything.
But yeah, it's going to be a really lovely Christmas day, I hope. At least on our part. Sorry, everyone listens to this. I just feel like I need to keep apologising.
No, don't keep apologising.
Yeah, so we've got a really good Christmas to look forward to. Hopefully maybe there'll be a little bit of snow. Not enough that stops people coming down, but a little bit of snow.
I think we've had our snow for this.
It didn't
period.
snow here.
No, it didn't snow here, but it snowed where I worked, and it snowed
where
very,
I
very
work
heavy.
as
Yeah,
well.
and you. So it was very difficult to work in. But then you drive to and from here, and it was nothing at all. And it's only sort of to your work's about 12, 13 miles. To my work's about 18 miles, and yet the difference is ridiculous.
Yeah, massive difference. But yeah, a lot of exciting stuff happened at Christmas. I hope everyone else has an amazing Christmas as well.
Yes, I hope you do too.
Or whatever. If you don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you just have a fantastic day.
A fantastic break, a fantastic holiday. And I guess...
For all the other people in the world that also celebrate their Christmas on Christmas Eve, I hope you had a nice Christmas.
Oh, yeah. If you're in Austria or places like that, they tend
Poland.
to do... Poland, yeah. So I guess the next one up will be a review of the year.
Yeah, 2022 in review. That's next week's podcast.
And I wonder what they'll be saying about this one.
Well, I don't know. As always, though, if you do want to send us a message, whether it be a comment, question, complaint, or suggestion, you can do so by going to our website, fatherandsundays.com. That's son spelled S-O-N, by the way, .com. Go onto our website and go to the contact page. From there, you can send us a message or email us at contactus@fatherandsundays.com. And we'll be able to read that there. But yeah, next week we're going to be reviewing the year, all that's happened for us as well, before heading into the new year. And that episode will be coming out on the 1st of January as well. So
Wow,
it will definitely be a year in review. But actually, that being said, this is the last one of the year.
It certainly is. Last one of 2022.
Well, I hope you've had a lovely year, everyone.
Yep. Hope you've had a lovely Christmas, and we'll
See you in the new year.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.